Pregame.tv, welcome back here, breaking down one more NBA game. Oklahoma City, Golden State. When these two last met, it was an annihilation. Golden State got creamed by these guys. Big game. Oklahoma City has the tie breaks over the Spurs. They just need to be able to catch the Spurs. Brian, can they catch the Spurs? They're one game behind right now.
It can happen. I mean, right now, San Antonio's got so many injuries. You don't know who's playing every night. I'm not, obviously, in our minds, they want to win. You don't want to give Oklahoma City the home field.
Of course. You don't want the road to have to go through there.
But San Antonio, year after year, continues to be able to win these games on the road. So I don't know if it has as much meaning to them as it has to us.
I think it does have a lot of meaning to Oklahoma City. You could tell that.
Oklahoma City, it does.
Yeah, you could tell that game that they went into San Antonio. I think for them to win the game like they did, and then now to have a chance to get home court, they want it. It is a team that's going to bring their A game every night until they're mathematically eliminated.
A lot easier to push the young guys hard, knowing younger legs recover faster.
When you go 9 deep, and they're healthy right now. Oklahoma City's a healthy team.
Yeah, well, the Spurs go deep, but the Spurs are our old. One thing that I saw, Popovich was furious with his players at some of the bad performances, so he let them have it. So I think both these teams are going to bring it. But I think that this is the time of year I'm looking for two teams, both with something to play for. And here we got Golden State. They're jockeying for playoff position.
They don't want to play either team, Oklahoma City or San Antonio. They want to finish in 6th, I think it is. Right?
Especially with Gallinari going down for Denver.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Denver, who's going to be a strong 3 seed, now they're kind of a weaker 3 seed. Lawson maybe not being 100%. And there's a big incentive. So you got two teams that really are going for playing for something significant, and that means I always looked. I'm so predictable. I just keep it simple. I looked under. Can that be that simple, Brian?
It can. And you did say something that I just want to clarify a little bit. San Antonio is not an old team. Their best players are old. They've got a lot of young guys that get a lot of minutes.
But the key guys.
My concern with Golden State, and I may be looking at it a little bit differently, tonight they play. If they win tonight, they clinch the playoff spot.
Correct.
Take a look at the games they got on deck. They play Oklahoma City, the Lakers, who are still fighting to make the playoffs, San Antonio, and then a road game at Portland. And we just talked about how tough Portland is at home to end the season. This could actually be the last game, the night we're taping this, that Golden State can win. This is a team who has not been to the playoffs in a long time. Let's say they do clinch tonight. They do get that win.
They won't be putting the Shaq patch on. They will be at the strip club.
What kind of defensive effort are you going to get for a team that's all excited that they finally got over that hump?
That's a good point. Because otherwise, I love the under. I agreed with Steve 100%, especially when you have a team like Oklahoma City where the total's usually inflated, and you couple that with Golden State, which is the perception is such a high-scoring team. It's the perfect storm to at least have a high total.
And I've got two teams that the perception is they're high-flying, high-scoring teams.
Exactly.
And they've been really ratcheting up the defense and having success with it. And part of it, too, on my handicap was the fact that Oklahoma City put, I don't know if it was 120, 117 on these guys the last time they played, that you would think that Golden State coming back home would, have the game circled to go ahead and let's
Golden State's 4th in field goal percentage allowed. They're always considered an offensive team, but this team could play some defense. The reason they give up points, if you just look at a raw stat as how many points they give up, is because they score a lot of points. But if you look, they could play some good defense. They play good D. Their field goal percentage, like I said, is 4th, and I think they're 6th in 3-point field goal percentage. So, it's a team that can play some good defense.
Not to underestimate the home field advantage, because I think do we all agree that on a neutral site we would take Oklahoma City against the Spurs?
Yeah.
The current lineup of the Spurs?
The playoff lineup.
If everybody's healthy, I like the Spurs. But I don't believe they are that healthy.
No, I don't either.
At this point, I think Oklahoma
City. That's what I mean.
But I'm saying that's worth so much in the home field that you put the Spurs at home, and that series price is going to be San Antonio minus 150.
Yeah, they're the favorite.
Yeah, because it's so hard to win that Game 7 if it comes down to that. But because they're playing for that Game 7, I'm going to go ahead and make this a free play on the under on it. So I'm a little concerned that Golden State may be parting a little bit if they go ahead and wrap things up with their playoff spot tonight. But I know it's a critical game for Oklahoma City. I do think they can get that home field advantage in the Western Conference throughout the playoffs. And they've been bringing the defense each and every night. They've been bringing it against Utah here on Tuesday night. So I'm going to go ahead and go under in this game and hope to cash in a very tight, big game big games go under. Had a good time here, gentlemen. With
You want to see dedication? We're looking at
checking
scores.
out the scores. These scores are already 8 hours old by the time these folks are going ahead and listening to it. But I know that it's nice being able to break down the baseball.
Love it.
Go ahead and transition the basketball. We'll be doing NBA stuff well into June, and then it'll be football season on top of it.
Can't wait. With you two, this is going to be fun.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I've already said the Big Ten and the Pac-12, I'm really going to focus on
That's your
two conferences.
And UNLV.
And UNLV.
And the Rebels.
Rebels. Bet against the Rebels on the road. I'm going against the Rebels. Little preview. I'm going against the Rebels. They're on the road. You know, it's that easy. So stick with us. Pregame.tv. Lots of exciting things going on at pregame. We got our radio show 1100 ESPN on 10 a.m. locally. It's archived on the site, as well as I know we've got Brian's Diamonds. We got Vegas Runners. Steam Read every day tells you who the wise guys are betting on, and Fezzik's Focus in the morning at first look at various games. When come back later in the week, Marco D'Angelo, and he'll be recruiting some other handicappers to go ahead and be breaking down the weekend's game. So definitely stay tuned for Marco for that, as well as I know Marco's first preview always breaks down a key game, lets you know why the players are betting the wrong side. Fade it, right?
Love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely. Till next week. Take care, guys.
You know what I thought
Houston
of?
Astros.